Wildman channel.
Sure. Well, good day, folks. Welcome to MB Wildman channel. Today's video, we've got Elliot here with me, and we picked up this nice fox the other day in a snare set out back. And if you haven't seen that video of us picking that up and resetting that snare, it should be up on the channel. If it's not now, it will be pretty soon. So go ahead and check that out. And we're going to do our first skinning video here. This isn't... there's lots of videos on on YouTube about how to skin and what to do. So this is more just for you to see Elliot and I working together.
Yeah.
And maybe if you've got a young person that you're just trying to get into skinning and trapping and all that, maybe watching this video will help you out with maybe some of the jobs you can let the young fellas do as you start out and still keep the pelt good. So in my mind, it's important to have your young folks out on the line with you, help set traps, help check traps and all that as well. But that's not where the job ends, so got to get them in the skinning shed too. So this isn't Elliot's first skin, of course, no. But it's the first one we filmed. So anyway, here we go. All right, dude, you get your gloves?
Yep, I got my gloves.
Okay, so we'll do our first cuts here. So this guy's a male.
So we're not going to talk through it, right?
We're not going to do the...
Okay. That was just like the start part, like we're not going to talk through it.
Oh, we're just going to talk. It's all good. All right, so he does have a nice, beautiful big tail, yeah. This is not the knife I want to start with.
Where's the knife? Do you want to use mine?
No, I've got a... This one might work. Might get us there, not sure. My other one must be in my hunting stuff.
Perfect. Was it red or was it?
Yeah, my orange one, that Havilon that I have. That's how I usually start, with the Havilon, and then I move to the utility knife. But
Daddy, tell me you're gonna leave that first part of the video in.
Which part?
The one where it's like, "Look at folks." We need to leave that in.
We'll see.
Okay, you don't have to, but I thought it would be funny. I didn't even think we were gonna do an intro, but.
So we're gonna start this the same as we always do, right? We're gonna go down along.
Is it the same as like a raccoon or like a
exact same as a raccoon, exact same as that coyote that we did the other day.
Okay, is a beaver different?
A beaver is different, yes. We haven't done any beavers yet, but.
Or I haven't.
Yeah, you haven't. I've done a few hundred, but.
A few hundred. Like I haven't. I've done a few hundred, but.
No, not this year, but when the prices were decent.
Yeah. What's the fox worth now?
Oh man, that's a tough question. The market's all
like
over the place, but
when it stopped, what was it at?
Like last year when the market was still pretty decent.
Yeah.
Oh, you could get anywhere. Foxes were bringing 15 to 15, 20, 25-ish, somewhere in that range.
Coyote is what?
Coyotes are really good last year. Coyotes, well, last couple of years they've been good, but they were close to. We were averaging almost $90 was our average for coyotes.
That's good. What do you say was like $150?
Bobcats were up
and
there.
Raccoons were like $5.
Yeah, raccoons are low. It's tough to. There's so many raccoons and.
Is there anything else besides like in the fur? Like, what is the things you can take there? Like.
What do you mean? Well, I mean, you can. Like, what are the things you can trap and sell the fur?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can do mink. We can do. I mean, I started out doing squirrels when I was your age.
Oh, so you can do pretty much anything.
Pretty much. There's. I mean, not everything is.
Yeah. Like,
not everything
like
qualifies,
deer,
but. Like you.
Like a deer.
No, deer aren't like big game. You can sell bear hides, but not.
Can you do a rabbit?
No, rabbit fur. I mean, some people get and sell rabbit fur, but not at. It doesn't go like at a fur auction like what we're talking about.
Okay.
Rabbit fur is very, very thin. It's thinner than this fox fur, and this is really thin. So, when you start doing your side here, Elliot, I want you to be super careful, or more careful, because this is the skin on a fox is really quite thin. So make sure that when you pull down a little bit, you're cutting just that little line of fat between the two, right? Okay, so where's my, can you grab the S-hooks for me?
Yes.
The little, you know what I mean?
How many?
2 if you got them there.
Yeah.
Just like that. Alright, so we'll give you this up here. We'll drop this one down. Alright, so you can start right there doing what you do. Right?
I don't know how to start like this.
Well, you see okay, so when you see where the fat is, right?
Yes, yeah.
You're just gonna cut down like that. I'll peel it down a little bit for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Watch your head.
At least the tail's not gonna be in my way.
Yeah, it probably will be when we get down to the bone part, but for right now, okay, so you see what we gotta be careful of, right? Because this is pretty thin right here.
Yeah.
But when you pull it, it's really easy to tell where that stuff is, okay? Now you gotta swing around. Try not to stand with your back to the camera too much. Just because all those people out there in wherever land want to see your pretty face, dude.
It's easy to pull a raccoon or a fox's hair down.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot different, and they're not fatty like a raccoon is. So when it comes time to flesh them, there's not a whole lot to flesh, but it just means you got to be that much more careful skinning
I don't
because.
think I've ever fleshed an animal before.
No, we haven't done any flushing yet.
You haven't either?
Well, not this year. We're kind of keeping everything skinned and just kind of in storage for right now, till we see what we're gonna do. Good. You might be down. You might be down as far as you can go until I do around the tail, but you good there?
I can feel his paw. Feels weird. I think it's not his paw because his paw's up there. Are we trying to get no blood on this again?
Yeah. If we can try not to get any blood like on this, it'll save us washing it up afterwards. All right. So you can see here that Elliot, he's got a special knife that his good buddy Ed Christie gave him, and it's just it's got a nice little spot for his finger. Good way to grip it. And special thanks, anyway, thanks Ed for that. Elliot uses it all the time.
Yeah. Since you gave it to me, I've used it every time.
Every time we skin something, yeah. And he likes that knife for a while.
Yeah.
It holds a pretty good edge. I do most of my skinning just with a regular utility knife. I've got a closet full of special knives and weave knives and all kinds of this, that, and the other thing. And they are all good and they all serve their purpose. But for the most part, I've found that I can just use a utility knife for most of it. I do have one of those Havlons with the interchangeable surgical blade. Use that a fair bit to start and for different parts of animals. But pretty much I just skin with a utility knife because I can just snap the blade and I got it sharp again and away we go. So not a lot to it. For years I tried to keep knives sharp and everything else, and it was just a hassle. So I'm sure there'll be lots of folks out there disagree with me and tell me that there's a certain knife you need for a certain job, but
it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. It's right. You're right, buddy. It's just whatever works for you, and if it's working for you, then that's what you should do. No one should be telling you what you should do different. But that being said, you should always be open to suggestions from people that know a little more than you or have a little more experience than you, because they might be able to help you out with make something easier. I know I certainly didn't learn all this stuff on my own. I had all kinds of help from Grampy and my Grampy. You're a great Grampy.
Yeah.
And I guess you're a Grampy too. Dad taught me a few things, but it was mostly Great Grampy Cole that was into the trapping. All right, you down that side of the tail?
Almost.
Okay, so you just hold up right there. I'm gonna go around this tail part.
Okay.
For those of you that are just getting your young fellas into, or young children, doesn't have to be fellas, but into this, you know, skinning and preparing for, I know, especially for myself, I had a tendency to kind of not want Elliot to do this part because this is the part where, you know, when every little blade slip is cost us some money on the other end, but I found it so far, and Elliot, you can, agree or disagree, but
Yeah.
I found it so far that it's better to skin together to start with.
Yeah.
And we've done several raccoons together.
We've done last year we did 16.
We did quite a few raccoons. I
Yeah.
don't know what the number was, but
Yeah, I think
we did
that's
quite a few raccoons together last year. And by the end of it, each one that we did, Elliot did more and more of it and was more and more comfortable with it. So I don't know that we should ever jump right into, here you go, here's a fox, go skin it. But we'll skin together, and then, like you said, Elliot takes on a little bit more each time.
Yeah.
And there are still some parts, as with everything. Can you grab me the tail stripper? The orange, it's over in the bucket, the orange plastic thing. Like I said, there's still some parts that...
Not orange, but...
Oh, the black one? I don't know where my orange one went. I got an orange one somewhere, but...
Tail stripper.
Tail stripper. If you don't have one of these, guys and girls, worth their weight. So, pretty simple and easy. Once you cut down just a little bit, that'll hold that tail and you can pop it right out, so...
Yeah. See, we have one problem with this. The tail always is right at my
Yeah,
height.
the tail
and
is
it always hits me.
Always head height for Elliot is the tail, but
Yeah.
we'll tie that up for you in a minute, bud.
Okay.
Alright, let's just get down around the belly here. And then we can work our
Then
way
we
down
can keep
around
doing
the back.
together. Keep going together.
Well, he's a male. You gotta get around. Get here. His belly's turning green. He should have been skinned yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's not the end of the world. It'll flesh out. But here, let's roll him up some. We skin our animals on a system out here in the skinning shed. It's it's kind of a made up thing, but I use a boat crank and a couple hooks in the ceiling. So I guess if you wanted to see it, I could show a video on it sometime about how to make your own setup. But all right, here we go. Ready? Does your knife need sharpened up? Are you good?
No, I'm good.
You good? All right. You can eat my stool. This whole thing's standing up again. All right, you good?
Wait, I'm standing.
Well, you're standing up skinning because you're 2 feet tall, man, or 3. How tall are you? 40.
4.
4 feet tall. Gracious
Something
man.
like that, yeah.
Slow down. I wonder we can't keep you enclosed.
Mm.
All right.
Belly's green.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good? You just take a step back for a second.
Okay.
I just didn't want to... I got to pull this knife a little bit harder. There you go. Okay. You good?
Okay. Oh, wow. I did not know
Good?
you could do that. Yeah.
Well, with a fox, not like a coyote. I mean, remember how the coyote the other day we had to skin almost the whole way down?
Yeah.
The skin on a fox is almost, it's not attached in the same way, so it almost all peels down.
Oh,
Going up.
I feel like it's faster than doing like a coyote or a raccoon too.
You feel it's faster doing what?
Than a coyote and a raccoon.
Oh yes, foxes are pretty quick as far as skinning goes. After you get a little practice, you should be able to blow through a fox in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're not done when that's over, but you
Yeah.
still got some fleshing to do. But for the most part,
Yeah.
okay.
Done skinning it.
You got some spots right there. There's a spot you can do there.
Like done skinning it.
Yeah. Yeah, skinning's pretty. Yeah, I'll pull down and you cut that.
And I like
Don't
skinning
put
too.
your back. Yep.
I like skinning too.
Yeah, skinning's fun. You good? You my belly? Must be lunchtime.
I like It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Quarter one.
Around that.
Alright. Can you get the round tool that I use to poke through the arms?
Where's the arm? Where might that be?
It might be over there. I can see the handle of it sticking out, I think.
This thing?
Yeah, that's the one. Nope. Now,
We didn't have to tie the tail up this time.
no, we got up above you there that time, so.
It looks so small without the fur on them.
Yeah, there's not much to a fox inside the pelt. They're nice and big and fluffy when you catch them, and then
Especially the
not
tail.
much, yeah, not much left. Want to grab me that bungee cord, please?
One, or do you want two or one?
Just one.
No, one.
Whoa, don't lose my ass hook. Okay, thanks.
I'll do it.
Great. If you've never done this at home, I mean, you guys all skin how you want to skin,
This
but
is gonna be difficult. for
this, I always hook a bungee cord. I always poke it through their front, the meat or the tendons of their front legs. And then I always hook it to the top of my skinning apparatus here. What that does is it keeps the front feet up and out of the way. It allows you to work freely around the neck area on the way down without, you good, man?
Yeah.
Without having those front legs dangling in your way. And that's always helpful to get those up out of your road. Now remember, we're coming up to where the snare was around his neck, okay? So no, you can keep going.
Yeah, I know.
You can keep helping, but just make sure you don't keep up on that snare line can be a little weak. It weakens the skin where it
The
catches.
tail's right at my nose.
Oh yeah, you don't want that in your nose. Let's see if we can put that up here. I don't know if it's gonna stay or not, but probably whack you in the head.
Probably. Sorry.
It's okay. All good. All right, can you grab some paper towels?
Where might those
Blue,
paper
the
towels?
blue roll. I think it's over. I just brought it in. Oh, over there on the shelf behind the radio. Just in case we have any blood issues up front. We've been really good at keeping
Paper towel.
keeping this guy with no blood on the fur, so I don't want to.
You want some?
Yeah, just a couple of pieces for now, and then break it into like individuals.
Is two good?
Two's good.
2 pieces of paper towel. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe.
All right, so you got some parts right here around the chin that you can do. Just make sure you stay up on the white. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay.
No holes in this so far.
No, not yet. We're at his ears, so we're just gonna give that a little slice and that a little slice
How
like
do you
that.
know where to slice the ears?
Well, really just a little, it's experience, and when you get down onto his head, past where the ear cartilage, you can feel the cartilage, it's different, it feels different, and then that's when I know to go through and to cut them. You have to take the cartilage out, like when you put it on the board just to flush it and to stretch it, you have to take the cartilage out of the ear, otherwise it'll rot when it dries, but for right now, we just cut it like that and leave the hole.
Can I do anything else? Or?
Well, right now we're getting down to where kind of only room for one knife here, so
I can put mine back in the case.
make sure you clean it up before you put it back in your case.
Yes, I need to clean it up.
Hopefully it won't be too long before we need it again. We gotta go check some traps and snares in a little bit
Yeah.
here.
When did we catch this? I can't remember when we caught this one last.
We caught this 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago? What day is today?
Thursday, I think.
Today's Thursday. We caught it not yesterday, but the day before. So that'd be Tuesday, I guess. Yesterday I had the truck appointment. We didn't go until after.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the knife
Yeah,
goes
that's-
in the case. It's a cool case too. But it does have a little hole in the top, so you have to be careful. The button. Let me put my knife back.
Excellent.
There we go. So far we're good.
So far we're good.
With the blood.
I'm gonna cut his bottom lip off here.
Okay.
Since he's not going to, this one's not going to be taxidermied, so that's
What
why
does
we didn't.
that even mean?
Taxidermy is when you like see the cat up on the wall, like when you
Yeah.
like get them preserved. But if this guy was going to go for taxidermy work, I would have kept his paws on and I would have kept his bottom lip on, etc., etc. But where this guy's just going to the regular fur sale, then we don't need to do that.
You want another piece of paper towel?
Yeah, I'm gonna need another one here just in a second. I gotta get down around his ears. They bleed around their ears a little bit when you do them. If you're, oh, I guess I could have been a little more careful, but and done.
Paper towel.
So we'll get rid of that one. We'll bring a new fresh paper towel up here and we'll soak that up real quick.
Looks pretty good.
Not bad. Now let's flip him.
See how he looks.
Take a look at how he looks. Beautiful.
Good.
Little
I'm gonna
little blood
on the
all around the
outside.
front feet, but
Right there.
yeah,
That.
a little bit to clean up, but not too bad. Nice big
Not
fox.
bad.
Nice big fox. All right. Well, we'll decide, Elliot, whether we're gonna freeze him or what we're gonna do. So, anyway, quick video for you, and hope you enjoyed it. Just Elliot and I skinning a fox that we got the other day. So, until next time, happy hunting from the MD Wildman channel.
Bye. And hello, guys.